Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pourin Hub. And I got the Whiskey Pimp.
How you doing?
Back again.
We're back.
And he has brought another winner
We'll see.
into the hub. Explain a little bit about that bad boy.
I ended up with two bum bottles, one of which is an Old Weller original 107, and the best that we can date them by the tax stamps and everything else is in like late 80s. Yeah. So, which means that it should have Stitzer Weller juice in it.
Okay, look at.
Yeah.
I didn't really look at that up close. That's pretty cool label.
Yeah, it's a neat label.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. It looks older than that when you look at them, just because of the label. But I went online and tried to date it based on the tax stamp and the label itself. They both came from the same place, so I'm assuming they're both probably around between 82 to 89, around in there.
Nevertheless, they're pretty old.
Yeah.
I mean, this is brand new.
It's pretty new.
That's a 2024 model.
Yeah.
We'll say 84. They're 40 years apart.
Yeah.
And, of course, that might be the old Stitzer Weller
It should
distillery.
be. In that time period, it should be the Stitzer Weller juice. I don't know historically where it would have been made, not made, but
as opposed to the Buffalo Trace juice nowadays. Yep. And what we're going to do is taste them blind. See if the old one's better than...
See if it might taste. Or how it even fared out in that time. The tax stamp was closed.
Yep.
The bottle was sealed, so we're going to see how well it kept in that time period.
Yeah. It was all intact.
Yep.
The lovely assistant cracked that open like it was just bought today.
Yep.
Now, interesting fact too. Secondary price worth, what's it worth nowadays when it was full and sealed?
I found them at auctions for around $200 tops for that little bottle. Now that's, again, something's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
Right.
And,
we're
going to drink it.
We're going to drink it. This one, what was that, 105?
Yeah, secondary's 105 to 125 maybe.
I mean, I got this one at Hanover.
And the retail price is...
What was the retail up there?
$45, something like that maybe.
250 milliliters.
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
750 milliliters.
If you want to go with the secondary market, it's, what?
True.
105 to 125, say.
Yeah. But it is good.
It's the market.
We're going to find out right now. Which one you want to...
No.
I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe as we go, we'll see. But A.
We're going with A.
Could have just said that from the start.
It smells like Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
I'm going to cheat.
Very fruity and caramelly.
It is. It's a little darker, I think. Yep. A little darker. Now, we didn't compare them.
Yeah, we didn't smell them beforehand to see.
Or look how dark they were. Or
this B doesn't have
nothing in here.
The smell that A does.
No. Well, let's give A whirl. These are definitely both fresh cracks.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'd say that's a newer one, but that's just my guess off the top.
Interesting. I'm getting a little smokiness.
It is. There's a lot of smokiness there.
I could have sworn that was the new one, but that's smoky tobacco-ish. I don't know, dude. Well,
as strong as it smells, that's
definitely
different on the nose.
Yeah.
B, I'm not getting
nothing
near the near the flavor.
Nothing.
A, you're just getting all that.
That's weird how different
they smell.
I mean, they are 40 years apart, but
this would be crazy if this is the old stuff.
Of course, we're gonna cleanse our palate here before we dig into B.
This has a lot of depth and flavor.
And I'm also going to save a little to go back to.
Yeah. I better watch what I'm doing. We don't know which one it is to go back.
No, and we don't have any more of that.
No.
Obviously. They are apples and oranges, brother.
Yeah.
One is so aromatic and the other one's
really has no
nothing.
Smell to it. There's a little bit there, but it's not coming up and hitting you like the other one.
Well, let's...
But the legs are the same on both of them.
Say cheers.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
My head's saying that's the old one, but this is probably one of the older whiskeys I've had.
Yeah, for me.
Like,
except
as far as when it was
back when I was
bottled.
drinking Jack Daniels in high school.
Well, you might have found one in your grandpa's bar that was from the 50s. But a 40-year-old bottle, that's fairly old.
Man, it's not as bright as the other, for sure.
Right. We forgot to mention that. Of course, as everyone probably knows, these are 107 proof.
Yeah, man.
That does not taste like 107 proof. Now, did time smooth it out?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The smell, the tastes, everything are much brighter and stronger.
Yeah, which tends to tell my head that it's the newer one.
Yeah, you would think. Now, there's really not much smell to be, but the tastes are the same, just not as strong.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to A. I got
pronounced.
I'm going to really take my time on this one because I don't want to be wrong on this one.
Yeah, well, we got better odds of being wrong than being right.
I got better odds of winning one of Nick Roberts' raffles. Damn it.
A good one today.
Lost another one.
That's all right. We know one person that won, so that's good.
Yeah. And speaking of Sean, come on in. Let's do some of that bottle you just won.
Yeah, whatever he gets, you need to bring in and you put it against something or just do a fresh crack on it.
Might get that Master's Keep. Man, this one, I don't know, dude. This one has smoke. This one has a little oak. That one has a lot of smoke. Both have caramel. This one more caramel.
Yeah, they're all, to me, all the flavors today are very much more pronounced. They're there. They're like hitting you in the face.
I don't know. This is a hard one. Some things tend to make me think this is the old one. I'm going to let him pick first.
I'm going to go with A being the new and B being the old, just because it's, the only reason I'm saying that is just because of the brightness of it.
Yeah. The pronunciation.
But they both taste, I wish I had more of B, or of the older one.
Yeah. Just
to drink some more.
That's the other thing I'm trying to savor, because once you drink that.
Yeah, it's gone.
That is gone. Now the question is, do I go opposite?
You got to go with what you think.
Just to make it interesting.
Because you know we're going to be wrong.
Or, because my head's saying this.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know.
If we actually had palates that could discern things, we might be able to.
We do more than we give ourselves credit for. But this is a tough one. I say that every time.
My palate is I like or don't. And I like both of them. But.
I got to say the same as you. I think that's the older one. It definitely has caramel. Oak. Not quite as...
Everything's more subtle in B than in A. Good flavors are there.
Yeah.
But
so new and old.
And I haven't had any 107 in a while.
Me either. Also, another thing to add is it did not lose anything over 40 years in that little bottle.
No, it tastes good.
Because
I was worried it was going to taste like
spoiled ass.
Dead guy or something.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out which one's which. Now, that being said, I forgot about which one you like better.
I think, to me, A, just because I like how the flavors are hitting me. Again, all the flavors are there in B, and the more I drink it, the more I'm getting some. But
yeah.
But A from the start was just like, had a nice nose to it. It had, B had no nose to it whatsoever.
No.
Which was odd as hell.
But I kind of like B better.
Yeah. That's good.
I mean, it's weird.
You could sit and drink it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But I kind of like B and you kind of like that.
Well, we're opposite on that.
I mean, they're both good.
Mm-hmm. No.
But
I just like the flavors hitting me in the face a little more. That's all.
It did take off. This one, I don't know. I if we would have said this at the beginning, I would have said A all the way. But ending and finishing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, as I drank this, I was even getting
more.
Like there's more on the nose here now than there was before, I think.
Yes, most definitely. It definitely grew as we went along.
Maybe if it's old, maybe it just needed, maybe we should let it sit longer.
Well, we didn't let it sit really at all. Mm-mm. Maybe 15 minutes, if that. But we're going to find out.
Okay.
The lovely assistant placed this in the door just moments ago.
Little smiley face.
Little smiley face. 107. And we're going to find out which one's the old one and which one's the new one. Of course, we said the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we'll say A. That's the one the Whiskey Pimp liked the best. And A was
the old one. Wow.
Dude.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
That the smells and everything out of that were just bam. The smells, the taste, everything was so bright and pronounced.
It was.
And that's that's been sitting in that little bottle for 40 years.
Dude, that blows my mind, man. Because I would have bet my left.
Yeah.
The more bright one was the newer one.
You would think
the other one got
less
brightness over 40 years.
Maybe there is. Everybody clamors for Stitzelweller. Maybe there's a reason for it.
Dude, if I could find some of that.
Yeah. I would definitely search for more than that. But, coming across that was just out of luck.
And you
can
like
buy
that
Dusties.
one.
You can buy Dusties, but they just cost money. And so maybe they're worth.
For 50 milliliters.
Yeah.
That's a tough 200, but.
Probably a full 750 is going to be a couple grand.
That was really good.
That was very good.
Wow. That blows my mind.
Yep. No, it blows mine. It's something that's been sitting in that little bottle on a screw with a screw-on cap for 40 years.
Yeah. Who knows where?
Has that much smell, that much flavor to it. Yeah.
You don't know where that's been.
No.
Like it could have been under beside an oven, under a sink, outside.
Sitting in the back of somebody's old Chevy.
Yeah, and that is outstanding.
No, that was great.
I appreciate you bringing
that was worth doing.
That was eye-opening because I'm just like blown away right now.
That was definitely worth doing.
Hey, tune in for the next one because we're going to do
the old Granddad 114.
Yes.